I'm Sharanya. Let's wait for some viewers. So today we have with us Aarti Kasturi Raj, an international skater.
Just invite her.
Okay, so we have with us Aarti Kasturi Raj, who is an international skater. We're just inviting her. Yeah. Waiting for her to join. It's our second session on the Sunday Fun Day series. We're really excited.
Hi guys,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We're fine.
How's how's the lockdown going for you guys?
It's going great. What about you?
It's going fine. Isn't it boring at home?
That's good. So let's start today's session with an introduction. So Aarti Kasturiraj is an international skater who has represented India and has won many gold medals for our country. And not only that, she's also done her MBBS in and is studying a post-graduation clinical embryology.
We are proud to welcome Aarti to today's live
Thank you
session.
very much, guys, for such a cute introduction. That's very sweet of you guys.
So, how did you start skating?
So I started skating by looking at kids skating in a small rink in a park. So I would go to the park to play with my mom, and there I saw skating, and that's how I joined. Like my parents always wanted me to do some sport, so I tried tennis, I did swimming, and for some reason skating fascinated me. So then I joined the class, and that's about it.
Oh, that's interesting. Are you back into the skating rink
No,
currently?
I'm not allowed. No, we're not. I skate in a government track. So for now, all the government tracks are closed. So I used to try skating somewhere near my house, but now there are so many positive cases around my house that my parents don't let me go out. So I'm just doing gym and cycling at home.
What are the different categories and forms in skating?
So there are basically two types of skating, roller skating and ice skating. I do roller skating. I used to ice skate, but once I joined medicine, I didn't have time because there's no ice rink in India as such. So there are two
Yeah.
forms of skating, roller skating and ice skating. And in both, there are like a lot of types like speed skating, artistic skating. Artistic skating is basically dancing on skates, and there's hockey, and there's derby and skateboard. So there are a lot of different categories in skating, and each category has different events. But I do just speed skating. That's basically racing on skates.
A lot of your fans are saying hi to you in the comments.
Hi guys.
We read that you do long distance and short distance. Which do you like more?
I like long distance more. My favorite. I don't know. I've always been good at long distance, and I like training with the boys. So it's just easier for me when I have to like stay behind the boys. And in a long distance race, you have more time to think and work yourself through the pack. But in a sprint event, it's really short. So I like long distance. But a few years back, my coach said you should start training for short distance, at least in Indian level. So yeah, that's how I started training. And now I don't mind doing anything. I'm okay with short distance and long distance. But long distance is always my favorite.
Doesn't it take more endurance?
Yeah, long
Doesn't it
distance is
tire
basic. Yeah, long distance is basically endurance. So we have 10 kilometers, 15 kilometers, and the 42-kilometer races. So all of it is just more of endurance work. Yeah. You like long distance running too, right? I've seen some.
Not very long, but yeah, I do enjoy it.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Beaten any boys?
During training,
Oh, during training, I definitely do compete with boys, but it's hard beating them. But yeah, maybe once in a while. But the best part is I think I've improved so much in my sport is because I have a bunch of good boys who I can train with, who always help me to get better, like they push me to get better. So yeah,
so
that's a
you're
good thing.
encouraging each other.
Yeah.
Did you always want to be a doctor?
Well, to be honest, I didn't like any other subject in school. I don't know about you guys. I hated maths. I hated physics. The only
I
su-
like
the only subject I was good at. You like maths? I hated maths in school. The only subject I was good at in school was biology, and my mom's a doctor, so I was just like, oh, if I get into this field, then I always have her help by my side. So then I just took medicine.
I like biology too, in fact.
Yeah. Yeah, I was only good at biology. I hated physics and chemistry also.
We have a question from a viewer. How do you improve your endurance? It's
So
from Vikram.
there's no the only way you can improve endurance is by giving in more hours of training. So we skaters do a lot of biking and lot of skating. Like I have now that I'm not able to skate, so we are on the bike quite a bit. Like we have a lot of cycling sessions and a lot of interval training. And when you're doing weight training in the gym, then you work more on like your power endurance so that you can have the power to sustain for a longer duration of time. But yeah, more and more hours of training is the key, I think.
Okay. Let's get back to you balancing your studying of becoming a doctor and your skating. How did you manage to balance?
To be honest, that's the only thing I would tell everybody is that it's not impossible to manage academics and sports. It's obviously hard. The 5 years was a roller coaster for me. There were days that I would be like, why am I doing this course? And there would be days, why am I still skating with MBBS? But it's not impossible. But there was like a routine that I always had to follow. Like I had training in the morning, then go to college. I would do most of my studying part in college, actually. I had a really good set of friends in college who helped me out with writing notes and stuff. And then go back in the evening, train again, and few months before the exam, then just pay more attention to studying. But it's not impossible. It's definitely possible.
Okay. So it was just hectic.
Yeah, it was really hectic for me. So like after I finished my MBBS, I took like a year off because I really needed that break. I wanted to focus just on skating, and then Asian Games came. So I wanted to train for Asian Games. So I took like a year off and just skated, and I loved it.
Okay.
Your
Yeah.
dad says you're very good at studies.
No, your dad's lying. I'm not really good at studying. I made my way. I made my way through it. Yeah, I was
I'm sure he's
struggling.
good at studying as well.
Yes,
Yeah, I
studies is really hard.
No, that's like I don't think it's hard. If you really like something, then I think you can just do it. Like if you know you don't have a choice and you have to get through it, then you have to get through it. So,
Okay. Let's get on with your fitness regime.
Wait,
okay.
before we get on to your fitness regime, I just want to ask this question. Do you believe in diets?
Do I believe in diets? Yeah. I believe in diets. I think you should have like a good diet. To be honest, I'm not somebody who follows a diet all the time, but when I'm racing and when I'm in season, then yeah, I do follow a diet because I think it works in a sportsman's life too. So nutrition
Right.
also plays a very important role, I think.
Let's get back on the fitness regime. What kind of workouts do you do to become a better skater?
So I actually I do 3 weight sessions a week, in the
Okay.
gym, and I have 2 stability sessions. Like I get a program from a trainer, and my endurance work happens almost every alternate day. And Sundays usually the long endurance, like 2 hours biking, 1.5 hours biking. So I basically train every day. Most of the days it's twice a week, and 2 sessions in a week is recovery. Like you can just do like 45 minutes easy cycling or running for a short time. But yeah, training every day.
Does skating strain your knees and your back? Do you do any specific workouts
uh,
to?
the thing is, skating is basically, people always thought that skating was more of the lower body muscles used, but obviously our back gets trained a little more too because we're always in the bending position. So it's good to strengthen your back also. But I think your upper body also plays some amount of role because when you're sprinting, you need to swing your hands to go faster. So if you have more power on your upper body, it obviously helps you to go faster. So it obviously strains, and I think you have to be fit overall your core works too for stability. So I think everything gets trained when you're training, and I think that's for any sport, but
Yes,
nothing
sister.
specific.
Yes, sister asked, is sneakers part of your diet?
That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, she asked me that because I ate like a whole Snicker bar yesterday because I love chocolates and I'm going to start like a new diet from Monday. So I'm just like, okay, let me just eat the chocolate now because I can't eat it from Monday. So I just had like a whole Snicker bar yesterday, and so she's picking on me for that.
You love chocolates.
I love chocolates. I love desserts. That's the main reason why I think nutrition plays a very important role and a diet plays a very important role. I can keep eating desserts all the time.
We read that your husband is a cricketer. Do you guys do any partner workouts?
Yeah. So the thing is, now that he's at home, we both work out together most of the time, and he's an extremely strict person when it comes to training and diet. So he doesn't let me take an off at all. So like I think one way it works better for me because he's always pushing me to get better and to keep training. And yeah, I think it's a really big advantage for me that he's around. So yeah, we do workouts together sometimes.
That's nice.
What has skating taught you?
What has skating taught me? Skating has taught me a lot of things actually. I think if without skating I would be a whole different person. It's taught me, the first thing is it's taught me failure. I cry so much after every race. I'm a very sensitive person. My dad literally comes with me for every race because he's so scared that I would cry and get into like some zone where I'm like, oh, I'm done with the sport. So it taught me failure first. Like it's taught me how to be humble. It's taught me how to be competitive at the same time. Like if I decide that I want to do something, then I have to do it. It helps me to push harder in life, keeps me more focused in life, and I'm pretty sure that played a role for me even in my MBBS. Like it always made sure that I know what my target is. And yeah, skating's given me a lot of good friends, family. I got to know fast enough because of skating. I would never know you guys because if not for that. So yeah, I think skating has been a blessing for me that way. A very good thing.
And during competing, how do you keep yourself mentally strong?
Uh, my coach plays a very, very important role because to be honest, I train quite a bit, but it's only my coaches and my family and my really close friends. Like I have a group of really close friends who always motivate me and they know how much I've put in. So even if I'm a little on the downside, they're always pushing me and motivating me. But when I go into the track and I know, okay, this is my race zone, then yeah, there's nothing left. I just have to go and give in whatever I've trained and hopefully I get the result that I want. So yeah, that I don't like listening to a lot of people, but there are some people who can push me, and music helps me quite a bit. I'm always listening to music before my race. Yeah.
Who motivates you the most?
Who motivates me the most? My dad. He's my biggest motivator. He's always there for my races and he's always motivating me. And yeah, my family, my mom and my sister don't travel much because my sister plays squash and she's busy. My mom's a doctor. So always before my race, I talk to my mom, my sister, and now my husband. So yeah, I think my family is my biggest motivation.
They sound really fun.
Yeah. Yes.
Out of all your victories, which one of them are the most memorable ones?
Uh, if you see like medal winning wise, then I think I raced the Swiss Inline Cup back in 2005 when I was 12 years old in Switzerland, and I won a gold there. So I think that was like a changing point for me because when I won there, that's when I realized that there's something more possible by me in this sport. So that was like one of my changing part in my career, winning that medal in Switzerland. But to be honest, my best races was more international races, and the best one was in my last year World Games. I finished seventh in the World Games last year in one race. So I think that was my best performance. But otherwise, I think every race is different. Every race that I win is special, and I have the national record. So obviously, that year when I got the national record was something that would always be with me. And the fact that it's the record is still with me is just something that I would never want to give away. So I think every race is different, every race is special, every winning moment is special, I think.
Okay. Let's move on to the most fun part of today's session, which is the rapid fire questions. We love this
Okay.
because the questions are very different.
Oh
So how
God.
this works is basically we are gonna ask you questions and you should answer them as fast as you can.
Okay, I will answer them as fast as I can. Okay, done.
Who's your favorite movie star?
My favorite movie star. Ooh, I don't watch movies. Okay, I like Shah Rukh Khan. I don't know.
That's
I don't watch too many movies. Okay.
Your favorite singer.
Oh, my favorite singer. Ah, oh my God, I don't know. I like a lot of singers. Who's my favorite singer? Who can I think of? Who can I think of? I don't know. Who's my favorite singer now? I like A.R. Rahman. He sings really well too in Indian music.
the Bollywood, Collywood, or Hollywood?
It depends. I like Bollywood.
Who's your favorite fast bowler? We just
Oh
got
my
this
God.
question.
My favorite fast bowler is my husband. He's a fast bowler. Sandeep Warrior. He's a fast bowler. I don't watch cricket either. I started watching cricket because of him.
Your favorite season.
Favorite season? I like, it depends. Most of the time, I like the rainy season, but it hampers a lot of my training. So I like summer then. Because I have only 2 seasons in Chennai. It's either summer or it's raining. I don't get winters. I don't get spring. Yeah.
3 items on your bucket list.
3 items on my bucket list. Right now, I've always wanted to try long track ice skating. So that's one thing that on my bucket list, and hopefully I'm going to try it soon. And the next thing is I want to go to Maldives sometime. I've never gone on a holiday to Maldives. And the next thing is go on a trip just to eat desserts.
That sounds really fun.
Yeah.
One thing you cannot live without.
Chocolates.
Your favorite city.
My favorite city, I like Chennai. I like my home. Like when I go away for training and stuff, I always look forward to coming back home.
Your favorite food.
My favorite food is Italian. I like Italian. I like pasta, pizzas, lasagnas. Yeah.
Your favorite doctor series, if you watch them.
Grey's Anatomy. I'm watching
Um,
them. I'm rewatching it again now in the lockdown. Have you guys watched it too?
only one I've heard of, so.
Yeah.
One, your go-to song.
I like Hall of Fame. That's one of my go-to songs.
Are you a morning riser or a night owl?
Um, I'm not both. I love sleeping, but I'm more of a morning riser because I have to wake up for training in the mornings. So yeah, I wake up more in the mornings.
One language you want to learn.
Spanish, because I think to survive in the world, we can survive with Spanish.
And why is that?
Because I think when you go to the South American side, the common language that everyone speaks is Spanish. So like when I go for races and stuff, it's so hard communicating with people from the South American side because all they speak is Spanish. Like if you know Spanish, you can survive anywhere, I think, in that continent. So Spanish is something that I've always wanted to learn. Chinese is extremely hard to learn, so that's definitely not something I would want to, even if I had to. But Spanish maybe, yeah.
Okay. So we've come to the end of our questions.
Okay.
It was so fun having you with us over here. You're
Thank
very
you so.
interactive. We're kind of very
Thank.
nervous before the talk show, but
Yeah. You guys are damn cute though. It's really nice that you guys are doing something like this every weekend. It's really nice during the lockdown. Let me just see if there are some questions that I had to answer. Uh, you guys are extremely cute, by the way. Um,
thank you.
uh,
It was really fun.
I'm just trying to see. They're just like people who are randomly commenting, but I'm
If
seeing
you
if they.
have questions, just write it in the chat box.
Yeah. Any interesting questions?
People are just tell us about your 300 meters national record. So I was somebody like you guys already know. I was somebody who's a long distance skater. So going into a sprint was really hard for me. I wasn't sure if I should do the sprint. And that national is happening in my hometown. It is happening in Chennai, in the track where I train at. So then my coach said maybe you should just give this a shot. Like, if you can get the national record, then just take it. And that was the last year that that event was ever happening in the history of skating. So I was just like, okay. So then we started training for it. So I had to train for long distance also because my other 3 races were long distance. So like if it was a 2 hour training session, I would have like a 40-minute session before for just working on my sprints, like my starts and everything. So yeah, it was a lot of pressure, but I think that made me realize that I can actually do a sprint event too. So I think that changed my aspect of thinking that I'm only a long distance skater. And the fact that the record came to me was really special. And yeah, so that is it.
Yes, we have another question. Any future goals?
My future goals is, well, right now I did have a lot of goals, but because of the whole lockdown and the whole COVID-19, it's all, I wanted to represent India in the World Games that comes once in 4 years. That was going to happen next year. And the selection for it was this year, but now it's postponed by a year. And like I said, I always wanted to try long track ice skating because that's an Olympic event. So hopefully I can try that. So for me now, these two are on my bucket list. So I want to try these two and hopefully I can achieve them. So yeah.
It was really fun, and viewers, you guys have been extremely motivating during this live session.
Thank you so much, guys.
Before you leave, I have a question. Could you speak something in Tamil just for us and the viewers?
Oh my God, Tamil. என்ன பேசுறது? Um, என்ன பேசுறது? Thank you so much. நீங்க ரெண்டு பேரும் ரொம்ப கியூட்டா இருக்கீங்க. இதே மாதிரி நிறைய லைவ் செஷன்ஸ் பண்ணுங்க. நிறைய பேரை மோட்டிவேட் பண்ணுங்க, என்கரேஜ் பண்ணுங்க. ரொம்ப நன்றி. Okay.
Really good.
I hope I see both of you soon. Both of you take care. Say hi to your mom and dad.
Yeah, you too.
Train hard.
And don't forget to wash your hands regularly.
And wear masks.
Yes,
It's
guys.
one of the viewers, you too.
And sanitize your hands and wash your hands and wear a mask and maintain social distancing. And all of you stay at home. Correct?
Stay safe.
Stay safe. Okay, guys. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Just a second.